East Fiande ahead. Just around the corner.
They have no idea what they're in for.
Be careful. Those things are merciless.
This is fascinating. Never seen anything like it.
Another one of those echo preservers.
I'm not so sure they're preservers at all.
Brilliant. You're getting a little unnervingly good at that.
Thanks. I think. So what sinks a city?
Vestiges.
Plural?
Yes. Though the people who lived here wouldn't have called them that. Vestiges were an integral part of that period of history, as was their power.
Sounds like a very different time.
That's why we started calling them vestiges.
So, any brilliant ideas for navigating a frozen lake?
I imagine a boat would be just fine.
Oh, yeah. Did you bring one?
It's an anemic city. We'll find a boat somewhere.
I hope nobody was wearing this.
That butcher analogy you used before? Where did you hear that?
From my father. Why?
There's a similar proverb in the Reichendal. I wondered if the two were related. Flock is done no favors by their shepherd's staff.
What does that mean? Don't feel bad for eating your sheep? Or conquering your neighbors?
That's certainly a school of thought. But I've always taken it to mean that it is a leader's duty to make difficult decisions, even if they might seem cruel.
Is that how you were taught it?
Yeah.
Stories from a battle raged here. This must have been frozen here for ages. When was the last time you saw her? Before all this?
It would have been nearly 20 years now. She wasn't even 10.
Why wait so long? What happened?
She just started her training with the military. It had just been the two of us up until that point, and, well, it was becoming difficult to bear. Raising a child is hard enough, but one whose tantrums split the very earth? I was afraid.
So you left her? To people like Auric?
No. No, of course not. But I did make the mistake of trusting them to take care of her. They told me I'd be able to visit her daily, but when I started objecting to the nature of their training, that privilege was quickly revoked. When I objected to that, they decided my value had reached its limit. I barely escaped with my life.
I'm sorry.
don't pity me. I was a fool. And I made a fool's mistakes. She's the one who's had to pay for them.
This dates back to the city's fall. All right, one step closer. That's interesting. This seems weak. So, which of your forgotten cities do you think this is?
I'm not sure. Remain, maybe? There was one account of a great battle with vestiges. That could have resulted in something like this.
I feel like I've heard that name.
I'd be surprised if it hadn't. It was one of the 5 founding cities of the Empire. Though it did lose a lot of its significance in the centuries that followed.
Why? What happened?
The Empire was founded on the idea of shared power, and the position of the Emperor was to rotate between the cities. But in the end, the crown, the scepter, never left us.
Seems like a fairly predictable result. These sound nice.
I can hear the wind ahead.
This looks old. Very, very old.